Hello, welcome to my video. I'm here today to talk about the energetic clearing process, which is a transformational style of, you could call it body work, that I began studying in about 2003. I had been a massage therapist for a few years and was on my own personal journey to learn about how the emotions and the body are intertwined and connected. I was going through a lot of my own anxiety and all kinds of, I wasn't depressed. I would never really felt like I had depression, but I would go up and down and was just so sensitive and just emotional and mostly anxious. I'd had some traumas within my family starting when I was a teenager, and I really was on my own journey, let's put it that way. Um, so eventually, through my studying massage and studying some forms of body centered psychotherapy, some Chinese medicine, um, I was just a really curious person. And through my group of friends, was introduced to the work of ECP. In a nutshell, ECP is this form of body work. It's not massage, though. It's where we lay on a table, and the practitioner holds these certain points in the back of the head. And while we just lay there fully clothed, we are taken into the body. And what I mean by that is the client on the table starts tracking what they're experiencing in their body. And so they're going to say, things such as, my mouth feels dry, or I'm noticing, I have a tightness in my jaw. Whatever they start to notice, they're asked to report that uh, to the practitioner. And the practitioner is trained in what we call tracking with the client. And so they'll pay really close attention and they're going to repeat what the client's saying to make sure the client's aware that they're really with them with it, and it helps us go deeper. And so what's happening is as we're getting our points held, um, it's accessing a different part of the brain than we're used to living in. We're normally in our neocortex, which is the logical part of the brain. Sometimes we venture more into the limbic brain, which is the emotions. But back here at the back part of the brain, some call it the medulla, some call it the reptilian part of the brain. And it's basically the part of our brain that controls our habits and our patterns and our sensations. It's quite difficult to access that part of our brain when we're just sitting in a chair doing talk therapy. It does require certain parameters, certain ways that our nervous system can relax and that we can start to really go deeper. Using tracking the sensations is an inroad to to get to some of those old habits and patterns. They're frequently connected with memories. And these memories they come up during the session. They're stored in our nervous system, and we actually have pretty good access to them once we get in this certain relaxed state where we are really paying attention to these subtle ways that our bodies talk to us. I've always considered the work, it's like a way to heal the nervous system. If you've ever been introduced to Peter Levine's work, which is called somatic experiencing, it's one of the techniques he uses. It's There's a lot of the work in ECP that's based on that. Peter Levine's work is, amazing work about trauma and how to heal it and how to help it like leave the body. So, because what happens is we get stuck in certain things. It's like certain things needed to happen that weren't able to come to completion. And then we can find ourselves repeating patterns or, just somehow arrested in our development from when these traumatic things happened. There's so much to talk about with trauma because some traumas are big and some are small, and it doesn't matter. There's no judgment because it's really about how it affected the person, the sensitivity level of the person, and the way that it interrupted the normal processes that a person would have normally, gone through. But sometimes the trauma can lock us up, and we're not able to complete what needed to be completed. And then that can have patterns that ensue throughout the rest of our lives. So uh, I've never I've never pursued ECP as a full-time work because I've been doing massage therapy for many years. And because of COVID, last year, I stopped doing massage and I've decided not to return still. It's not where my heart and my soul are being called. And my heart and my soul are being more so called to doing this deeper work. What I realize is that not just for my own gain, to like make a career, but because there's also people in the world that I think would really benefit from the work. I feel like it's not for everyone, but I feel like the depth and degree that a person can heal and transform and have beautiful spiritual experiences. Um, it's just something that I feel I just feel in my heart and soul that I want to make available for more people to have those kind of cathartic experiences. And I'm in deep trust that the people that want to do the work, that would benefit from the work the most, they would know if they resonate with what I describe and with me. I consider myself a wounded healer. I don't feel as if I'm on a pedestal or that I would ever want to present myself that way. However, I do have a great knowledge and experience over the past few decades of, of doing this deep work myself, of training in it and knowing its value and knowing that what I offer is unique and can really benefit the right person. I'm a human on my own journey and really do have a great desire to share what I've learned to help as many people as I can. So, I recently put up a few pages on a website. It's katiesoussi.com. It just talks briefly about the healing services that I offer, and there's a blog on there. Uh, and we'll start adding some testimonials so you can get more information about the work. There's another level of the work that I do called the Body and Emotions session, and it's similar work to the ECP session. However, it's not on the table. It's not with the point holding. It's just a similar technique where we focus on the sensations and we do a session, a talk therapy session. However, there's many elements added that bring the body and the nervous system into the process because it's really amazing what unfolds as we incorporate the body with the mind as we are on our healing journey. It brings it to a whole new level. So we can do that work over Skype or Zoom or whatever we need to do. There's so much healing for us. There's profound levels of profound levels and profound depth that we can reach when we have the intention and the witness energy. I don't know about you guys, but I've done actually a lot of work on my own, which is beautiful and necessary. However, when I have a witness with me, I feel the work can go so much deeper and feel so much more significant. We've done a lot of we've gone into a lot of shock and been in a lot of pain and been alone with that for so long. When we were children, teenagers, we sat alone and in shame, perhaps, with our pain. So to be with someone who can be present with our pain and be accepting and loving and unconditional, and make space for whatever degree of pain we're in, that is everything. It's really such a big piece of the puzzle. And that's where I've personally gotten a lot of healing. There's layers of spiritual work as well involved. Um, I personally, and I've witnessed many people have spiritual experiences during these sessions, especially the ECP. And, you know, I'm never surprised and always amazed to see what can show up when we connect really deep with our body, mind, spirit, soul. It's always it always brings comfort. And it's just very profound what can happen when we're witnessed in our depth of pain and abandonment and trauma that we've lived through, and that still perhaps is somewhere stuck in the nervous system. And when we can shine a light on that, and I can metaphorically or physically, if needed, hold your hand with the guidance that we need from the spiritual dimensions, because that's there too, and that's very real to me. It just, speak for myself, it has just created such a richness in my life and knowingness about the multidimensionality that that we are. It's not theoretical, it's an experience and it's real. And there's so much comfort and love there for us. So, subscribe to this channel if you want to stay informed. I hope to, share, you know, share more wisdom, more information. Check out my website. It's like I said, it's not much. It's just right now healing services, well as a blog which has one post on it. It's something I really just recommitted to focusing on. So come join me and send a message if you have any questions, or make a comment below. I'll be sure to read the comments. Okay, thank you. See you soon.